Sure you did. Sure you did. It was something about working out.
Live, and we are live.
Hello,
everyone.
Hey guys.
Hello.
We are back again after 2 weeks in a bit of a remote setup today after a hectic week. But happy that we made it, guys. Marek might join us.
This is actually a proper setup for VEED, basically. It's supposed to be like a remote recording tool. So.
That's true. Marek might join us, maybe. He went out on a boat. And
he probably won't
like,
join us.
Yeah, I should join. I should test the mobile connection. So let's try that. Let's see.
And then he will figure out there is no mobile connection. So
on the boat.
It will not be easy to test it.
Yeah. Anyway, for this week's format, we have something a little bit new and updated. We will go first through what was new this week. What is new this week in terms of the product? So everyone who is interested into the product and the development and kind of behind the scenes and what happened, there will be the first few 10-15 minutes. Don't be afraid to go on tangents, guys. We'll share some behind the scenes. And the second is our topics that we prepared. Each of us brought one topic that we can kick off and go through. The only limitation is that I think our stream today will be just 30 minutes. Something around that, because Predrag needs to run to lift the weights, because he now is mad into lifting the weights and building his body. So he's not
stronger, guys. Sorry.
Exactly. So he's not strong on his brain, but on his mind, but also on his body. And for me, it's suiting as well. So yeah.
Okay, so a bit shorter today. That's fine.
It's fine. Short but compact. And again, Mark is here. Hey, I didn't get any notification of today's stream. Yeah, YouTube notifications are wild. It's completely random. But happy that you remember the time already. And yeah, Alex, you want to go through the topics or the topics? Not go through. Maybe we can just start.
Yeah, we can just start with the first one. Product update first. What we have new this week? We have a new designer. His name is Max. Do you want to talk more about him, Johan? You have it practiced, I think.
Sure. Yeah. We finally have a great product designer. We have been looking for one for quite some time. We really wanted someone with a lot of experience, with the right fit, with the right experience in the field. And it was not easy, but finally we met Mad Max. And he's really cool. He has a lot of experience. He worked at Depop. He built the live streaming solution there. So a way to promote, sell a secondhand or even your goods live through an app and interact and do some actions like live drops and so really great experience for what we are building. And also what I love is that he's like a generalist designer. He's not a designer that you are like, hey, we need this feature and he needs like the wireframe and then he does the pixels. It's not like that. He's like really thinking about the product, about the growth. We had a brainstorm on the growth with him and he was instantly in the grind and having great ideas. He's super curious about the field, super pumped about the product. And I also think that there is a good vibe in general between us, and that's super important as well to keep the culture up. So I'm really looking forward to get him deeper into the product, into designing stuff, and looking forward to get this going. I really believe it will be a huge addition to our team.
Nice. Right. I believe so as well. I mean, even from the growth brainstorm, it was like, this guy's a designer. Like, I was so surprised he had so many good ideas, and it was.
Yeah, he's like holistic product person. And that's just great.
I think that's something we really needed. All right, so there's that. API. That's probably not something we will talk about for long, but we finally have. Wait, it says Twitch and Facebook. Both are done. Or
kind of.
They're almost done, but we are waiting for a few last things basically. But it's working and it's almost done.
the thing is, it's like it seems that this update is almost the same like the last update. And we are also discussing this with the guys this morning. It's like, yeah, how to make the team move faster. It's always a topic. But the conclusion is that it's like we are building the foundation of a lot of these new things, like the API connections, like the elements, like the infrastructure for the whole app and the whole tool. So it's a lot of things that you don't see on the first sight, but are really crucial. And as soon as they are built and done, like it will accelerate itself. So for example, YouTube took like 2 weeks to get done, but now Facebook and Twitch are like in a week, So yeah, we are adding these, and it's super exciting because I'm really looking forward to be able to schedule the stream from VEED Live all in one place on multiple platforms with one image, one headline, not having to care about the platforms, like just like the platforms go live, have the chat in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having the chat within the app. It's annoying switching the tabs all the time.
Super annoying.
Yeah. And that's also why we are not multi-streaming. Like, I think it's part of the reason as well. I mean, yeah, even more tabs to switch.
Yeah, it's like dog feeding is priceless.
Yep. So export is much faster, taking clips into VEED. So what is that feature even?
Yeah, so like VEED is basically, or like VEED Live is split in two parts. The first one is actual recording, which we are doing right now. We are doing it in studio, where you can like edit your Steam, you can add backgrounds, you can invite people. But then the second step is actually repurposing, and like usually you would record, for example, quite a long conversation like we are having right now, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then you need an easy way to cut it out, to export this individual sections that you can add to social media, and also export it into the main VEED editor where you can do the actual video editing. The problem we had till now is that the cutting in the UI, like on the website, is very fast. You can just select anything, cut it, and just go over it very quickly. But then when you actually want to export this video, like the cut video, so basically if you cut like 10% of the videos, all of the arms, stuff like that, the problem is that this export could take actually 30 minutes, basically, for one hour video, maybe even longer. Actually, if it's 1 hour, it's probably like 1 hour of exporting, which is just insane, basically. You would have to wait quite a bit. And this week we improved this extensively, and we managed to cut out the exporting time from like 1 hour for 1 hour long video to like 2 minutes, basically. So if you have 1 hour video, it will take about 2 minutes to export. This is still not the result we completely wanted. We wanted even shorter, but this is the best we can do right now. And I would say like it's good, it's usable, and it can be made better in the future. But right now you can actually use it. Like before, it was kind of painful to use, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So
and by exporting, you mean like creating a project in the VEED editor?
That too, and also just downloading the file, basically. So both of these things. Mm-hmm. You can do two things. You can either like download directly the file and then like cut it in After Effects or whatever, or sorry, Premiere or something like that, or you can export it to VEED. But in both of these cases, it should be like 100 times faster, basically, to do it.
Nice. Little, really well said. Little technical thing, Predrag. Maybe take the microphone and put it a little bit far further from you.
Or maybe I can just reduce the gain, right? Or no.
No, it's yeah, but like you are influencing it with your strength.
Yeah, this is what the fitness does, basically.
It's just so strong right now. We cannot.
Even the wind around you is strong.
Yeah, now you can be closer a little bit.
Oh my god, man, this is so complicated.
It is. We have to find some way for the tool to like be able to give you a feedback.
It would be cool to like tell you like you are too far, you are too close, or something like that. But it's kind of hard.
And also like many times, what people unconsciously what they do is they like tap the computer or tap often the table, and that's what you do. For example, right now, you don't even know about it, and it's super like distracting for the listener. So maybe like having a feature that will be like, hey, there is some noise happening, just like a little pop-up, may be nice. But on the other hand, then it might make the like streamer or the guest a bit more stressed,
self-conscious,
yeah.
Stop moving.
Yeah, that's why like more experienced podcasters, they have the function that they listen to themselves while recording. you have to like learn how to speak when you have this function on, because it's annoying to listen to everything you said back. But you can hear also the stuff that you do, like
Yeah.
tapping the table and stuff like this, so you can eliminate it. Elements progress. Do we want to share the screen for this, or?
No, I don't think we have.
I
Do
don't
we
think
have?
we have enough to show right now.
Yeah, we don't have enough to show right now. But there is a progress. It's again, as I said, like it seems like the same update as last week, but there is a progress, and it's the foundation. But it's looking much smoother right now. Like you can take the things, resize them. You already have the outlines, like the boundaries that you can drag it with. It's already synced between the multiple participants. So yeah, there's progress on these fronts as well.
Nice. It's gonna be a game changer.
I like how Alex just like looked into the future and was like, "It's gonna be a game changer."
I said it like the way I said it. It couldn't be less enthusiastic. I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's gonna be a game changer.
It's gonna be a game changer. All right, and we focused on growth as well. That's on us. So, yeah, we were looking for ways to start growing. Basically, we came up along with Max, the new designer. We came up with some ideas. We decided to go for some ideas. I was writing some landing pages, so we obviously want to continue with the strategy that VEED already has, which is SEO. And also we decided, I'm not sure how much I can share, Johan, like in this regard, but it's probably nothing too sensitive, I guess. I guess we want to pay for some ads. And
Well, we have to like I think the general idea is we just want to explore.
yeah,
Like and of course, like everyone who is building a product knows that like you have multiple ways, either organic growth, sales, means outreach, or you pay for ads. So yeah, we'll be exploring many different ways to grow, and it was super nice brainstorm.
yeah, we want to tap all of these for sure.
And also
We want
product
to-
growth, like open the topics of product-led growth. And,
Yeah. Like we know SEO works, but it needs time. Majority of SEO needs time. Like there are low-hanging fruits that we can target for sure. I mean, we are gonna do that. But also before some of the bigger pages actually start ranking, we are looking for different strategies to try out and explore. So
it's important
so we
to
get
explore and try to
yeah.
like have as wide net as possible, and then double down on what works.
Yeah. All right. So that's from product. It was the last topic, and now we can discuss the, I don't know how to call it, the interesting stuff, the juicy stuff that we wanted to discuss last week, the topics that we prepared. I'm not sure. Maybe we can pick one or two, because in 15 we have 4 topics, so we have like 15 minutes.
Definitely.
We are probably not gonna go through all of them. So maybe remote versus on-site. I think that one is
It's
interesting.
Marek's one, so we can skip that. Let
Okay.
it Marek.
Makes sense. So sorry.
What's up?
Sorry. Building the perfect product team, or how are we starting to change our processes with the scaling of the team? Pick one.
Yeah. So I think let's pick the scaling. I think it's fine. But
Okay.
mainly because like this is not a question, but it's more of like I would say I would like to have it like documented, like our progress basically from like a small team of 3 people to like 8 people right now, how stuff's changed. And then maybe like if we are doing these streams in like two years when we have like 40 people, something like that, it would be also interesting to document it. So yeah, I think from my side, I mainly wanted to know like, so how do you guys feel it in a bigger team right now? You know, do you still feel fast? Do you feel overwhelmed by processes, or is it still fine?
Yeah, for me, it's definitely super exciting.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And it's the team for me. This team size is still like good size of a team where people really well work together, really well know each other, can be super productive. You don't need to have processes to do many things, just little ones to help with the stuff, but like not a lot. So I enjoyed it a lot, and I also enjoyed the change that when we are just 3 or 4 with Alex, like you are doing everything, and that's sometimes exhausting, and you feel like you are doing everything and you are not doing it in the best way you could because you are just tired, and you are pushing like everywhere, and it's really exhausting, and the progress is slow as well with that. Or you need to prioritize really well, just focus on one thing, but then you feel that a lot of things are just like you are not making sure they are happening, like paying the bills or taxes, like just even those basic things, right? And with this team, it's still super fast, it's still super agile, but I can already start focusing on the things that I believe are important, stepping a little bit back. Now with having Max on the team, I feel I will have more opportunity to focus on the product in general, on making sure the team works well, making the engine really runs well, and that's super exciting. As well as the speed up. Like I think that 8 to 10 people's like in a team, it's the speed is still like gradually increasing. Over that, like 10, 12, 15, it will start decreasing, and you need to introduce processes, you need to introduce new things, introduce new managers to make sure that the team is still highly effective. So yeah, this is kind of what I feel right now.
Yeah, I would say for me, it's about the same. I'm actually surprised by how smooth it went, So, like before, we were thinking about like hiring people as this complex process where when you hire them, like there is a lot of problems, like you will have to take care of them, stuff like that. But actually, like I mean, it's common knowledge, but you kind of have to learn to yourself, basically. But if you just hire good people, that they just basically do good work, and it's true that you have to do a bit more management. That's absolutely true, but like not that much that I expected, actually. Like so from my side, it seems that you basically kind of delegate and let people solve the problems that they're best at, and it just kind of works. Like stuff is moving forward, which if you have never done a management before, which we with Johan and Mark didn't really, like we always like worked minute together, and if we had a team, it was like really, really like close friends. So for example, with Alex and stuff like that. So this is a bit different when you like hiring completely externally, but it still works. It's still fine, and this is for me like the main takeaway is that in the future we should be afraid of overhiring, but also we should not be afraid of hiring. Like it works and it's fine, and you can scale this way, and it's not insane workload, and you will not like die from over management and stuff like that. It can be done basically. So yeah, this is
I think what's really important is that we have the ability right now, thanks to VEED, to hire great, skilled people.
Exactly.
And what that does is that it allows you, as you said, like, but not only you said delegate, but it allows you to just like be with the problems, share the problems with the people, and they know they are skilled enough, experienced enough, smart enough to like get the solutions. So you are like, yeah, we want to get this done, or like this is the problem, and they're like, okay, what to do, how to do it. So that's really nice. What about you?
So far so good.
Yeah, from my side, not much has changed actually. Like I'm still working the closest with you. For me, even when we were 4 people, I was never working very closely with Marek or Predrag, like with developers. And we basically hired a bunch of new developers. So it's kind of stayed the same for me. I was doing a lot of different stuff before. I'm still doing a lot of different stuff. So in that sense, I think this is more of a topic for Marek and Predrag, who now has to like share everything with the other devs, and for you especially as you're a product manager and you have to like talk to everybody and be up to date. So from my side, not much has changed. But when Predrag was talking about delegating, I think it's easier right now because we already worked on this particular project as 4 people, and we already have experience with trying to build it. So I guess if we as a team joined a problem space which we didn't try to solve before, and then we had to hire new people, and then we had to delegate the stuff to them, I think it would be much harder. Like once you try something, then it's much easier to delegate it than if you don't know anything about it.
That's yeah, that's super right. And I will get back to it, but I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but Predrag always makes me laugh. When he gets into listening mode, he's like,
And how do you know my camera is not cut, man?
I just know you, so I know. You're just
Imagine-
like,
And then imagine you are in the dominant speaker view and you have Predrag show.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. It happens, and you are saying something that you hope is super interesting, and, it's like,
And you see Predrag.
it's so hard to. It's actually so hard to speak to someone who is like this. If you are saying something like you completely lose your thought train. You get immediately super self-conscious. It's like interesting, like it's automated, right? Like you are used to that. If someone is not listening, you're like, oh, I'm doing something wrong, but it's just Predrag being super deep into what you say.
Yeah, that's why listening is it's a skill, man. Like you have to nod and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Predrag is doing the dragon.
What did you say?
Anyway, what you said, Alex, is super right. Like I'm watching. I was already saying it probably on the stream, but I'm watching this cooking show. Ano Šéfe, yes, chef, here in Czech Republic, and it's produced by a really smart entrepreneur and a chef, and it's so interesting and he's going into restaurants like Hell Kitchen kind of format of Gordon Ramsay. He's going into the restaurants and trying to help them, like making the business work, making the kitchen work. And it's so interesting to always see that if the owner has nothing to do or is not skilled with the kitchen stuff, like he's not a chef, he's just a hustler that was like, yeah, it's a good idea to have a restaurant, like we will make a lot of money. It always fails on such a stupid basics because he doesn't have the benchmark and the standards to impose on the kitchen, on the workers. So they are cooking some food and it's like, yeah, this is really good, I'm the great cook, and the owner is like, yeah, it's good, but it's shit. And he don't push the standard, he don't enforce the standards on the chefs. And it's the same with the product. Like if you are a product manager and you don't have skills with design and development, or at least know a lot about it, it's super hard to be like, hey guys, this needs to be faster, or this is the deadline and I believe we can achieve it. And it's super hard for you to guess if the team is moving right and has the right velocity, because you just don't have the experience with the stuff and you are completely blind. And it's not about the people like fucking up with you, it's just that you don't have the skill and maybe you didn't hire the best people. And I believe that's a great combo of us three really kind of knowing a lot about each, like front end, back end, design, product, and doing it for ourselves for like even the business like 8 years.
Yeah, that's why YC always says that it's good to have a co-founder. And for example, if you're non-technical, it's going to be harder if you don't have a technical co-founder. And the reverse is also true, basically. If you don't know anything about sales or marketing or growth, like it's going to be hard for you as a developer to judge if this guy can actually grow your company, basically. So yeah.
I just want to say we really seamlessly
Exactly.
transitioned into the perfect product team topic.
Yeah, but we have 4 minutes. So.
Yeah, short
Yeah,
stream,
I think
unfortunately.
Short stream. I think this is good, and we have the topics for next week, and they will be richer by the new week of knowledge. Yeah, I was thinking it would be nice to create one overlay for like the product update, something sick,
Yeah.
and other overlay for the topics, and going with this.
And imagine having scenes for this.
Man,
That'd be sick.
Cool.
Actually, for this specific thing, it would be, for example, for topics, it would be nice to have like dynamic overlays where you can like change the text, because like this way you would every week somebody in Photoshop would have to create it, but it would be nice to have like a one template and you can just like add new topics. This is like
the scenes.
Yeah, but not really, right?
Elements, basically. Like
the scenes. I think it's both. It can be both. It depends how you do it. Yeah.
I guess
will be able to do it well.
Like in what way it would be dynamic, because you still have to rewrite it, right?
Yeah, this is what I mean. Basically, you have overlay and you have like list of topics, and you would just write the text, and you
Or
you have it ready for like next week.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's scenes with elements. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think this is it. I like this new format of quick product update. That makes sense. And then the topics that are related to the business and product. I believe it has a lot of potential. We are also thinking about starting a series where we speak with live streamers. Maybe it will be us. Maybe it will be some from the VEED creators team, someone more professional than us. We'll see, but we believe there is some growth opportunity, and as well as like giving back to the community of streamers the knowledge and sharing. So yeah, but I enjoy this. Let's prepare some. It will be a job for me overlays, so it doesn't look so boring, right? Like this. And yeah, hopefully next week we are going to be connecting to YouTube through the API.
Nice.
Yeah.
And hopefully maybe we are 4 like with Marek as well.
To complete the grid.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think Johan is lagging a bit,
connection
so
issues.
Johan and his hotspot.
Man,
Johan
I'm on a
hotspot.
hotspot. Okay, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys.
see
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.